Warning, this is a Katawa Shoujo playthrough. Some content may be inappropriate for kiddies. Previously on Katawa Shoujo.
Best superpower ever. This is goodbye, guys. This is goodbye. It's gonna be so sad. Oh no! He's talking about Akira, isn't he? No! You idiot! You ruined it! That's good. I was thinking we could go to my family's summer home. They got another summer? Oh no, wait. The Scottish home was our actual home, but they got a summer home?
And our story continues.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake of the OneManBand is back again. I have returned from SAC Anime, as you can tell by the two buttons I am now wearing on my new hat. Cube, Mono Bear, Monokuma, whatever you want to call him. So, we're playing this game. I hope you had a happy new year. Let's get right back into Katawa Shoujo. The morning chill wraps itself around my shivering body. I huff into my cupped... I huff into my cupped hands to, desperately try to stave off the cold as we mill around the station platform. I thought we were in, like, summertime. How are you cold? What is this? Lily's clothing looks rather ill-suited for the temperature around us. I can only hope it's indicative of what she expects the weather to be at our destination. Yeah, she looks like she would be cold. Damn it, Lily, why do we have to get here so early? Because we can get the fast train. Unfortunately, the train schedule is against us. The next train to Hidakeo is 2 in the afternoon. Great. Just great. I pause a moment and wipe some sleep out of my eyes, and Lily promptly takes advantage of the opening. Cheer up, Hishio. Once we get there, it'll be much warmer. Well, I sure hope so. Why not just take the bullet train? The normal train's going to take hours to get us there. Oh, come on, man. You can enjoy the sights when you're on a normal train. I would kill to be on a normal train for once. I mean, I've never been on a normal train before. I mean, I don't know what it is, but America just, like, forgot about the train after they invented it. They're like, we got cars, we don't care. I would love to have a train. So we may as well take the Shinkansen line as far north as it goes and just switch at the end. There's a certain charm to older trains, wouldn't you agree? I agree. I'd agree if I weren't freezing in the morning air because we decided to take one. Baby. I'm sorry, Hishio. You don't have to be sorry. Sorry for what? I was the one who suggested taking a normal train. Way to make me feel guilty. All I can do is sigh and cover my face with my hand. It's fine, I'm just grumbling. My, Hanako, you needn't. That's how you spell needn't? Wow. Anyway, you needn't shoulder all the blame yourself. Even without your suggestion, I still had opted for the same thing. Thankfully, for the quick interception from Lily, I take a quick gander around the station. Aside from us, the train platform's all but deserted. The morning dew settled on the empty benches, I guess. No one else is manicist enough to brave the very early morning. Though if someone was, they'd more than notice the huge bags both Lily and Hanako brought with them. But not us. We, like men, we travel light. We can carry everything on our backs. Pardon me while I take a drink. Ah, that fruit punch. It's good. It's my new addiction. Just what do you have packed in those things anyway? The bags? She pauses a moment and tilts her head, not titles, because there's no L there, or an E for that matter, in thought. A change of clothing, raincoat, underwear, sleepwear, a number of books. I think that's most of it. Make it sound like if I'm underprepared. You brought less? Underwear and a pack of cards. That's it. You didn't even bring a change of... Well, then again, they're going for 3 days, but... Still, man, you should at least bring, like, a different shirt. Maybe, like, a different pair of pants. And my pills, but never mind that. No pajamas? Damn, I knew I forgot something. It's okay, we can just sleep in the nude. It's alright. As I ruffle my hair in frustration, Lily sighs. There'd be clothes you can use there. Akira still occasionally goes there, after all, and I think some of our parents' clothing is still in storage. I don't think there'll be any problem with you borrowing a set of pajamas, if need be. Still, thanks. Still, I don't mind just sleeping in my normal clothing. For 2 days? Yeah, bro, when you're like gonna be wearing it during the day and then at night, it's kind of gross. You need to change at some point. You're not winning brownie points with Lily. You're being disgusting, Ishio. Not really. Those 2 days would be borderline. It's more than looking even a little like a slob would be acceptable while in the presence of 2 girls. Yeah, slob. As we leisurely talk at the station platform, an announcement sounds from the loudspeakers, loudly heralding our ride's arrival. Looking past Lily and Hanako, though, the train still well out of sight. Out of sight. Sorry, I think I caught a little bug when I went to Sac Anime. A quick check of my watch is enough to see that it's the one we'll be taking. The 5:30 train was ours, right? Like, as in 5:30 in the morning? Wow, you guys did get up early. Correct. Either of you want me to take your bags? Mine's not exactly heavy. My, that's very gentlemanly of you, Hishio. Well, you know, we're just kind of that way. Don't accept too reluctantly now. As I bend down to pick up Lily's large bag, I look up to see Hanako picking up hers. You fine with that? A silent nod and nod's the only answer. I'm starting to get the feeling that by the trip's end, I'll be able to count every sentence she said on one hand. That's fine. Being silent is okay. Oh, we get bouncy bounce. Heck yeah. What kind of cards you playing there, Hanako? Playing some magic? Playing some magic cards? Playing some magic? What kind of deck you use, huh? Use red? You use red blue? Sorry, that was just a tangent. I probably went on for too long, but... With the morning landscape passing by the window and the occasional rattle of the train bumping the carriage around, I try to focus my attention on the aging playing cards held in my hands. Oh, so they're just normal playing cards. I'll raise you 5. Playing poker, huh? Or... yeah, it had to be poker due to the number of cards she has. Pardon. She scrunches her face up and leans over to Lily considerably. The two exchanging a few whispered words. Or that was conspiratorially, but it doesn't really matter now. Considering how often this has happened so far, I'm coming to doubt Hanako's grasp on how to play poker. It doesn't seem to disturb Lily's reading, though. Her hands fleeting over each page, with only occasional corrections to account for the train's bumping and rocking. My collection of chess pieces that we're using as chips is steadily growing anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Looking around us, our carriage is also as empty as the station's platform we'd been waiting for the train itself on. Only a handful of people can be seen looking mostly like tourists and couples on holiday. Well, we're on holiday, but we're not really a couple, we're more of a threesome, so. While the two continue their less than word strategizing, a small boy looks over the seat and stares at me. Hoping he doesn't begin to stare at Hanako, I simply give him a wave and a smile. Thankfully, he retreats back to his seat after finding me far too boring to waste his attention on. Just like kids today. I'll see you and raise you another 5. Damn, you got me. I fold. I've been bluffing and she caught me. Hanging my head, I push over the large portion of my winnings. Hanako looks absolutely delighted, and even if Lily keeps her attention focused on her reading material, I can see the smirk on her face. They're both extremely pleased. Look at that smirk that she has. Look at that smirk. It's just so smirky. That freaking smirk. It's one of those crap-eating grins right there. For a moment, I try to work out what Lily's reading, but the cover is too faded to read beyond the fact that Roman letters are on it. A pity. I can't read the braille above the printed title. What you reading, Lily? The title looks like it's English. That's right. It's And Then There Were None. An old British story. I could read it to you if you'd like. And then there were none. I've never heard of that book before, but I've heard like that phrase before. It's probably where it comes from. She extends the offer with a grin, obviously in jest. I think I'll pass, thanks. We're here! Yay! Short ride! After a seemingly endless trip, endless ride, seemingly, we finally reached the promised land of the Katawa summer house. Even after the train trip, the walk-up seems to take forever. Despite my grumblings, though, I have never guessed at the sight that would be in store for us once we traveled that long, deserted road. It looks more like a farmhouse than an everyday house I'd imagined, small in size and surrounded by trees and bushes. An empty expanse of wheat fields and farming land can be seen as we walk up. The fencing only consisting of rickety old wooden planks. It really drives home how far we are from the major cities, as is the site that fields the I can't read that word. To the environment I grew up in. Which is weird, this whole scenario, because I've never personally been to Japan, but I've just heard that it's basically like you go to a city, there's a little bit of country, and then there's another big city. But I guess it will just have to wait until I actually personally go to Japan, which I'd very much like to, but don't really have the money at the time. The only thing that doesn't surprise me is its Western styling. Wow, it's amazing out here. It's wonderful. That's nice to hear. While Akira may have said that she's kept the house in reasonable condition, I was worried we might have different standards as reasonable. It looks like there isn't another soul for miles. I thought Akira would be the type to keep to the city. Lily furrows her brow in thought, seems recalling after almost forgotten knowledge. From memory, there's a small town not far ahead. Other than that, though, it's largely just old farmland. Akira and I stayed in our parents' house, which was in the nearest city for a while. But after they left, we decided to move into a smaller, more easily maintained house. Maintainable! Voice is back! To find a place like this in Japan nowadays, it's almost anachronistic. Not sure what that word. Well, this town does have quite a bit of history. Was it possibly a town where the Dutch landed? I looked down to the street one last time before getting back to the task at hand. Shall we go in then? I'm parched. It was a long walk to get here. Lily gives an enthusiastic nod, and the three of us lugging our bags into the house. Ah, nice little comfy couch you got there. As soon as we set foot inside, Hanako and I start looking around, taking in every detail of where we'll be staying for the next few days. All the artifacts of another life stop mid-motion and are around the house, such as a television guide lying beside the counter it was on, and pans in a adjoining kitchen still sitting on the stove. It's a strange feeling, really, as if we'd stepped into Akira's life for a brief moment before leaving in a couple of days, just as we'd come. Of course, the more mundane reality is that she just hasn't cleaned up after herself that well. Where should we put our bags? Probably in the rooms that we will be having. I'll show Hanako our bedroom. You can put yours here if you like. You mean I don't have the same bedroom as you two? Hishio! Ah, you sly, perverted dog. Hanako flowers into a full blush as Lily takes her cheek into her hand. Oh my, how bold. You two. Hold on, if I'm leaving my bags in here, where will I be sleeping? On the couch, of course! Well, seeing as we lack a guest bedroom, the convertible futon, huh? Sorry, Hishio. I sigh, lamenting my place on the bottom rung of sleeping location priorities. I guess there's no other choice. Lily leaves to show Hanako to their bedroom, so I take a small tour of my surroundings after I drop my bag on the floor. Whoa! Kitchen! The kitchen, just like the living room, is fairly modest. The rustic nature of the wooden furnishings drives home just how far we are from civilization. Returning to the living room, I decided to try out the television until they get back. With a touch of the remote, it immediately flickers to life, apparently set to the news station. Almost flopping down from exhaustion rather than sitting, I lay back and watch. And watch. And watch. And I go to sleep. Wow, bro. Weak sauce. Hishio? I quickly blinked to wake myself up. Lily and Hanako having returned minus their bags. You've been in that room all day? What were they doing? That cough just totally ruined the whole joke I was trying to hit home with. From the Hodokyo night sky, visibly outside the windows, it looks like I drifted off to sleep. Looking to the wall-mounted clock, it's already 10. You found the television, then? Yeah, it really does feel nice and homey here. I'm glad you like it. You were already out like a light when we came back after unpacking our things, so we didn't have the heart to wake you sooner. Judging from her giggling, I must sound funny when I sleep. I swiftly decide not to inquire. There's some dinner waiting for you in the kitchen. Woo! Food! Let's go! Hanako gives a deep yawn, only just remembering to cover her mouth at the last second. My, are you tired? I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm pretty tired too. Dude, you just woke up! It was a long walk up here and it's getting late. If that's the case, I suppose we should retire for the night. Good night, Hishio. Good night. Night. With that, they quickly turn and walk back to their bedroom. Rubbing my eyes, I sigh. I wonder if I'll be able to get back to sleep after being woken up. I suppose I'll eat something and watch some TV quietly before going to bed. Alrighty, and now we come to the transitional music. And I think now is a good time to end this episode, because my voice just is not doing well. I mean, it's probably just the bug I got from probably traveling to SAC Anime, but I'm probably not going to be recording anything until this clears up, because it's just way too distracting. But anyway, like and favorite if you've enjoyed, subscribe of course, but do not worry, you guys will be getting more videos, even though where I'm at right now in this time period, I probably won't be making any more. But you guys will be getting more in the coming weeks, days, and months, all that good stuff. Gonna be a lot of cool videos coming out. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out there in YouTube land. Be a nice person and tip your waitresses. Yeah!